Alright guys, I have a full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics here. My hair is crazy, please ignore it. Full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is Everything I Own that is by e.l.f. I am very excited for this video. This is the look I created. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to not use anything that is like limited edition. Everything that I have here you can still get your hands on. Like some of my favorite palettes that they made are the ones they did with Jake Hissa. So this is the first one, which I love. The shade 23 is one of my favorite inner corner highlights. This is the second one they did, which is so fun and colorful. Like I said, these were limited edition, so we are not going to be using those today. And one of my favorite highlighters is also a discontinued highlighter, so that's unfortunate. What are we going to do for eyes today? I actually have quite a few like eye products from e.l.f. These are their shadow sticks, and I really like these for when I need like a quick and easy eye. This one is Copper Cheek. When I blend it out on my eyes, it turns kind of more, it looks more cool than that when I blend it out on my eyes. It's very interesting to me. I don't really know why. And then this one. Oh no, I just broke. This is Rose Gold. This is like my favorite one. And I just completely smushed it. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyways, this one here is Rose Gold. Very, very pretty. I love using these on just a quick eye look day. I think I talked about this one in a favorites video, actually. This is their, I don't know, it's like a glitter, liquid glitter eyeshadow. And this is in the shade Moon. So pretty. I love using this all over the lid too for a quick like one and done eyeshadow look. So I've got those three that are more like liquidy products. I have 4 of the bite-sized shadows here. This is Rose Water, one of my favorites. I have not actually hit pan on that. I dug my nail into it and got a huge chunk taken out. But I do love all of these shades. This is my second favorite one. This is Cream and Sugar. Both of them are really, really pretty neutral colors. These shimmers are so freaking soft. You can tell it's a little cracked there. But they are so soft and buttery smooth. I am obsessed with these shimmers. Then I have Pumpkin Pie. It's more warm tones. Really, really pretty for the fall. Or, you know, you could even use them in the summer if you wanted to do a more coppery look. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And I actually have not used this one yet. This is Acai. I feel really awkward every time I say that, like I'm butchering it. These really pretty blues. And I have not used this one yet. This one looks more of like a satin finish. Yeah, definitely. Not like super matte. Not super matte. It's got a bit of a sheen running through it that is so pretty. I don't really, just did a blue eye look, so I don't think I want to do the blue today. I think actually we're going to go on with the new Classics palette today, which is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I've almost hit pan on Cosmo. I've made a pretty good dent in Cream and Truffle too. So I think we're going to go on with this today. But actually, I do want to do my brows first. So I've got their Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. I do like this brow pencil. The color is not my favorite. There's a reason why I've repurchased the LA Girl Shady Slim so many times. I really love the color of that on me. But I do like this pencil, and it's not like a bad shade match. I just think that the color of the LA Girl one is a little bit better for me. This is a really good brow pencil though. I believe this one is $3. A lot of people talk about their one in the white packaging, which is a little bit of a thicker pencil, and I believe that one is $2. I have not tried that one. I have not tried the other one, the white packaging one, but I do really like this one. It's not a bad shade match for me. I do like it. I just like the LA Girl one just a little bit better. Okay, so that's on. I will use the brow gel after we do the base makeup because that's how I like to do it usually. I like to do my pencil and then do my eyes, do my base, and then put some brow gel in to hold those in place and make sure everything is good to go. Still trying to use up this Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. I know e.l.f. has eyeshadow primers now. They've always had them. I tried the like $2 lid lock. Did not love that. I think I did use it up. That was a few years ago now. And now they have the Putty eyeshadow primers, which are look really similar to the MAC paint pots. I have not tried those though. Oh, I'm not a fan of this eyeshadow primer. What should we do today? Something kind of summery, I think. So I'm just gonna take my fluffy brush and we're gonna start with the shade Truffle, which is the shade right here. It's just like a neutral brown. I probably should have set this eyeshadow primer before using it. The formula of this palette, in my opinion, is really, really good. The shimmers are super soft and smooth. The mattes blend really nicely. Very, very comparable, I think, to their bite-sized shadows. Everybody raves about those. I think that this is just as good. I've seen some comments on the internet about how this isn't good, it's not pigmented, whatever. I think it's very good and very pigmented, so I don't know what those people's problem are. Alright, I think we're going to take Darling next, which is this kind of like terracotta brown. I'm going to take it on my cosmetics brush. I do not have a lot of e.l.f. eye brushes. I've got a few that I do like. They've got some pretty good quality brushes for not very expensive though. Like I said, I have a few that I like, but they're not like my all-time favorite brushes, so I don't always reach for them. But they are good if you're looking for some cheap, nice brushes. Okay, so I'm just kind of placing that in the crease and on the outer corner, a little bit under where we put Truffle, and because I'm using not a fluffy brush, it's gonna be a little bit more precise. I'm gonna take this detail, no, I don't like that, don't want to use that one. So I think I'm gonna take Earth on my tapered blending brush, and we're just gonna put that right on the outer corner. Just to kind of give that a little bit more depth. We're gonna zoom in a little bit, hold on. And I am just gently pressing that in where I want it, and then I'm going to gently start blending it out. There. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. I'm going to take the shade Rose Gold on my finger. We're going to put that all over the lid. I'm just taking my flat brush and building that rose gold shade up a bit. We're going to stop there for now. I am going to do a little bit of eyeliner. This is their I am H2O proof eyeliner pen. So this is a felt tip liner, which isn't my favorite, but I much prefer brush tips. I just feel like brush tips are a little bit smoother in application. But this look would look bomb with a brown eyeliner. But that's fine. We're just lining. We're not going to do a wing. Unless the other side gets out of control. We're just going to line the lash line though. I wanted to make sure they're all even. Alright, so that is the eyes done. We're going to zoom out really quick. I'm going to start by priming. This is the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. It smells like vanilla mint. It's very, very cooling and it gets really tacky. It's definitely a gripping primer. Taylor went here on YouTube. She compares it to the Hydro Grip primer. I haven't tried the Hydro Grip, but this is a very tacky, very gripping primer. So if you don't like that, I would stay away from this. I have not tried their putty primers. Those are like everybody's holy grails. They love them. This is really nice. It's very, very tacky. Definitely a gripping primer. Where is my concealer? I'm going to use my Hydrating Camo Concealer. My favorite concealer in the world. We're just gonna... So I've really been liking applying my concealer like this because I definitely feel like it gets less product on there, so it doesn't end up looking as cakey and it doesn't crease into my fine lines as much. Oh, it just started raining. It's really coming down hard out there. I love applying this concealer with a sponge or a brush. Got a little acne scar right there. The Rare Beauty brush is just my absolute favorite concealer brush and foundation brush. So that's why I use that one. I haven't really, like I really need to, I feel like I need to dive more into e.l.f. brushes, but I have so many brushes at the same time. I'm like, I don't. Maybe when some of these start to get older and I need to replace them, I can do that. But yeah. Anyways, this is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. It says full color correcting, full coverage, natural finish with collagen, peptides, and niacinamide. Also has an SPF of 30 in it. I like this. It is a little bit more dry than I typically go for. A little bit more of a satin matte finish. Sometimes it can look too heavy on my skin. It just depends on how I prep it. I feel like I am very well prepped right now. I actually haven't used it with this primer, so that's interesting. We're gonna see how that wears today. I'm gonna do one. Oops, that was a little about a pump on the back of my hand to start with. We're gonna see if we need more. I do like applying this with a sponge, I just feel like it helps it not like quite so heavy on me. If I use a brush, it definitely ends up looking like too much product. I love rain so much, especially like in the summer when it's kind of warm outside and it starts to rain and it just smells so good. There's just something about that I love. Alright, so we're just blending that in. I've used up almost everything on the back of my hand, and it covers really, really nicely. It's borderline full coverage, I would say. Definitely a high medium coverage. Like, in the mirror, I can see a tiny little bit of redness right here coming through. I need to look up close and see. Yeah, it looks just a tiny bit red right here. I can't really see any of my freckles or discoloration coming through, and my face was really, really red to begin with. I mowed the lawn today and I just got so hot. I came inside and took 2 water breaks, and I was still just so hot. Like that was 2-3 hours ago now, and I put a tiny little bit on the back of my sponge, and I'm just gonna try to build up the coverage on my cheeks a little bit. And as you can see, that tiny little dot went a really, really long way. I just get overheated really, really easy. I'm avoiding where my makeup typically creases, like building up there, like where I have these fine lines up here. I'm just smoothing them out again. There's no more product on here. I'm avoiding my lip line area because that's typically where I crease, and you don't want to put too much product in there because then that will increase the risk of creasing. Okay, so right now I think we're looking pretty nice. It is looking just a bit heavy around my nose and on my upper lip, but not bad. Like, it doesn't look bad. Before I sat down to film, I did put a little bit of their Die Lip Balm on. This is the one in Tough Cookie. I do like this. Sometimes they're really hard to squeeze out, and Tough Cookie, it smells really good, but it's very pigmented. Like, I just put a tiny little bit on and it still looks very pigmented. But I love the Mighty Mint one. It smells like mint. It's clear, and I love using this in the morning when I'm doing my skincare, or even at night sometimes. I think this is a super underrated product from e.l.f. It's just their little... It's almost gone, actually. Like, eye setting powder. Just a white powder. It's it's sheer, I'm sorry. It's a sheer powder that's very finely milled. And I'm just gonna put some on so you guys can see it. It's like $2 or $3, and it is so nice. It sets the concealer down. It doesn't crease horribly on me. You can see this side compared to this side. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of powder, which I like. I like it a lot. Hi guys, so I'm editing this video right now, and I cannot find this under eye powder I used anywhere online. So I don't know if e.l.f. isn't selling it anymore or what, but unfortunately I can't find it anywhere, so I can't let you know what it's called. On the sticker on the back just says translucent, and it's like this big. Like, the whole thing is this big, and they don't seem to have that anymore on e.l.f.'s website. So I'm so sorry, I didn't know. This is their Halo Glow setting powder. I have the shade Light Pink. I'm gonna use this just to set my cheek area slightly. I haven't really used this to set my under eyes. I wonder how that would work. Probably need a bigger brush for this. Why did I use this brush? I don't use loose powders a whole lot because normally they don't work too well on my skin. I'm much more into like powder foundations. This one has a really nice glow to it though. I'm tempted to put a tiny little bit up here. I think I'm going to. Because it's their Halo Glow setting powder, I do feel like it set everything down without making it look super powdery. Yeah, I like it. I need to play around with it a little bit more. I've only used it a few times. For bronzer today, I'm going to use their Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. I think these bronzers are totally underrated at the drugstore. They're really nice. Everybody always talks about Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer or the Maybelline City Bronzer. Those are really nice, don't get me wrong, but these are so smooth and they blend really, really easily. They don't look patchy. I hope you guys can hear that. And they last a really long time because they are primer infused. So yeah, highly recommend checking these out if you have not. I love them. For highlighter, I have a couple of things here. This is from their summer collection last year, like their, I don't remember what it's called. It's very glittery. I have not actually used this, I don't think. It says the multi-dimensional face and body highlight. This is still available on Target, or at least it was when I ordered everything. So that's why I'm including it. It is still available. I just don't know if I want to use that today. I've also got two of their bite-sized face duos. This one is in Spiced Apple. And this one is in Cantaloupe. I think I'm going to use the highlighter in Cantaloupe today. I like the Spiced Apple one, but it's just a little bit too deep for my skin. I use it more like a blush topper. Go ahead and apply that. The one in Cantaloupe is more, matches my skin tone better. That is very, very glowy. I'm liking that. I haven't done like a super intense highlighter in a while. I usually do much more subtle highlighter, or I go with a cream highlighter. That is like popping. Alright, for blush, I have a few different options here. I haven't really tried this much. It's their monochromatic multi-stick in the shade Dazzling Peony. It looks really pretty. Maybe a little bit too pink for the look today though. Obviously I have those two bite-sized blushes. I have a primer infused blush in Always Rosy. This is so soft. I love this blush. It's really pretty. That might look good with this. And then I have the Putty blush in Tahiti. Ooh, okay. I don't know. What should I use? Let's start with the Putty blush, and if I feel like I need more, I can add more. I like Cantaloupe. It just looks a little bit too orange for this look, I think. Alright, so we are going to go in with their stippling brush, which I love. I'm just going to stipple that on. It's been a long time since I've used this brush. I love it so much. feel like it's really hard to mess up this blush too. It's just so effortless. So pretty. I'm going to take my sponge and just kind of smooth it over. Make sure everything is blended together properly. And it's really coming down out there. Alright, we're going to take the Wow Brow. I have also the shade Taupe in this. This is very, very similar to the Kush Brow Gel. Just a fiber brow gel. What is it? The Gimme Brow that's like this from Benefit. I really like it, and it's just a few bucks. Once again, I just think the Kush one is a little bit closer to my hair color, but I mean, this one is $3, $3 or $4. It's definitely under $5, and I think it looks really good, and it's like the exact same thing. So you could save yourself a few bucks buying like the Glossier Boy Brow or the Gimme Brow instead and get that one. I'm going to set the face using the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. It's got like one of those little roller balls in it. Make sure you shake it up really nicely. It's got like kind of a fresh, clean scent. Definitely does not like give a glow or anything to your skin. Just sets everything down and it really holds everything in place. I really think that this is really good at helping your makeup last longer. I also like the Makeup Mist and Set. This one has a bit more of a, let me see if I can show you. The setting mist on this one is not quite as fine. And you can tell it gives a little bit, like, this is the side with just the microfine, and this is the side with the mist and set. I do like both of them. I think both of them do a really good job of keeping your makeup on longer. The mist and set is a few dollars cheaper, and it's a little bit more glowy. Alright, we are going to do some work on the lower lash line now. I'm going to go in with the shade Darling again. Just on a, what are those brushes called? One of these little flat brushes. This is the Morphe M432. I'm liking that. Alright, and then we're going to take my Luxie mini round brush and we're going to take the shade Glamour. I can see when I'm looking up close, it looks a little bit textured. Come on, focus please. Like you can see the highlighter and the texture, so these highlighters don't look the best on textured skin. It looks pretty from far away. It just doesn't, it's going to emphasize your texture a little bit, I feel like. The under eyes are looking a little powdery, but that happens when you set concealer. Everything creases on me. My under eyes look powdery. It's like, do I want to set my under eyes and have it look like I'm wearing powder, or do I want it to not be set and potentially wear off faster and move around all day? So it's just personal preference for you. I still love this concealer. I still love this under eye setting powder. I'm liking that. I think I might take a little bit of the highlighter from the Cantaloupe duo and put that right on the inner corner. Just gonna make that pop even more. Okay. For lashes, this is the e.l.f. Lash Lab Mascara. I have used this in a video before. I haven't touched this in a few weeks, so we'll see if it got any better as it dried up. Originally, when I first used this, I loved it so much, but as I started to wear it more, it started to smudge really badly on me, and I hate smudging. So we're going to see, now that it's dried up a little bit, I'll put a comment in the description box to see if it's smudged on me at the end of the night, because I don't really want to do a wear test. I don't think I'm going to be able to tonight. I like the way it looks. I just wish it wasn't so smudgy. Is that super lengthening? But definitely gives some good volume. It's harder to tell because I put eyeliner on today. I'll definitely update you guys in the description box and see how it wears today and see if it smudges at all. I'm going to go and grab my lower lash mascara and I'll be right back. For lips, got a couple different options here. This is one of their sheer slick lipsticks. This is in the shade Grapefruit. I think this is going to be way too pink. Yeah, it says sheer, but it's definitely a really bright color. That's very bright. Very pretty for summer. Not exactly what I'm going for today though. I've also got one of their, what are these even called? It's one of like their matte lip crayons. This is in the shade Tea Rose. This is much more of like a cool toned mauvey lavender color. Very pretty, but once again, not exactly what I'm going for. This is the Srsly Satin lipstick in the shade Nectar. Okay, this I think matches the eyeshadow really well. Oh, I have their clear lip lacquer in my purse. I like that. It's not like my favorite clear gloss. I definitely prefer the Tower 28 gloss to that one, but it's nice and it's like $3. So if you want a good cheap clear gloss, I don't even know if I can wear my hair down for these outro. We're gonna try it. It's driving me crazy today. I washed it yesterday, so it's like and wore up all day. Yeah, I washed it last night and it's just kind of loose. Okay, ignore my hair. Overall, I'm liking the look. Like I said, it does look pretty textured right here. It's looking a little heavy around my mouth area. Normal for me. Makeup looks like makeup, guys. And it's settling a little bit into my forehead creases, but not too bad. I think it could benefit from some MAC Fix Plus. So we're gonna spray that on. Just to kind of help everything melt together a little bit. I think my skin is just a touch too dry for the Camo CC cream. I do like it. I'm going to continue to use it. It doesn't look bad on my skin. It's just not as natural as I would like it to be. The highlighter, it's pretty. It's just a little bit texture enhancing. I'm very curious to know your thoughts on these products, if you've tried any. What is your favorite e.l.f. product? I love e.l.f. I love the price point. I love their products. As with every brand, there are some hits, there are some misses, but for the most part, I think they're really good quality and very affordable. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hit that thumbs button if you enjoyed this video at any point. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in my next one. Have a good day.